welcome to the second event in a series called Radical Art History. My name is Pam Johnson, and I'm a dancer. I'm also an activist and a socialist. And this series has been put together to let people know about moments in time in the past history, fairly recent history, when art and politics have had the opportunity to come together, especially when artists have been inspired by political struggles of the day, and also how that has transformed art as well. In this case, the topic today is Canadian Workers' Theatre of the 1930s. I think a very timely topic, considering that this was during the Depression, the last Great Depression, maybe renaming this new period the next Great Depression. And this obviously was a time of incredible strife. It was also a time of incredible struggle. And the working class struggle that was happening at the period of time really inspired artists of the day, and especially in theater. And they began to develop work that actually was addressing the radicalizing working class issues, and also taking theater into many places where it hadn't been before, into communities, into union halls and workplaces outside of the regular rarefied elite theater. And today, to talk about this, Alex Wallace is the presenter, and he's up here among our theater company, which we have assembled a little theater company to reconstruct a couple of pieces for you. He's an actor and a director and a singer. He has experience in opera, musical theater, new Canadian work, classical work, and performance art. And he teaches Canadian theater history and professional theater training programs at Humber and Georgetown College. And he's had many opportunities to develop work with a political bent in some of these programs that he's worked in, and I've had the opportunity to experience some of that. And so it's very, I think we should be very happy to have him talking about this particular topic today. I also want to thank Heather Haynes and the Toronto Free Gallery for hosting this event for us. And Heather has been involved in something called the Department of Culture, with some other people may have been involved in, which was a response to Harper's attack on artists back in the fall around the election time, and it drew many, many artists together to try and have a response to that. I think that's the thing that we're hoping that this series helps to promote the confidence of artists to get involved in political struggles, as well as have it be reflected in their art. So thanks to her in the gallery, and also to Aaron Kane, who's the gallery's assistant, who helped us set up here today, and to Maureen Aslam, who's documenting the event on video, which will be available on our blog spot, which if you sign the sign-up sheet on the way out, we will send you the link to that. And you can also see our last event, which was about the Refus Global manifesto that the Quebec artists of the 1940s put together at a time when, at sort of the beginning of the Quiet Revolution, and that was one of the things that helped spark that energy that created that moment. And just to say, the format is about a 45-minute presentation, and we have some little bits of reconstructed theater, the Workers' Experimental Theater, and Alex will introduce the actors at some point. We'll have some time for an informal chat, and then some nosh. So please enjoy.
Workers of the world, unite!
What have we to lose?
Our chains!
What can we win?
The whole world! The land!
The air!
The sea!
Factories! Mines!
Mills! Power!
And power will give us
Freedom!
strength!
Health!
Science!
Art! Life!
What must we do for this?
Gain power! Every hour!
Every second!
Work and struggle.
Before us lies the example of our brothers over there in
the USSR!
All must be used in the struggle.
Organization.
Books.
Newspapers.
The strike. Is it possible for our theater not to be a weapon?
No.
Down with the theater where the bourgeois comes to digest his heavy meal.
Down with the theater where the idle parasites come to amuse themselves.
Down with the theater where drunken debauchery dopes the minds of the masters and their obedient slaves.
Down with the theater which lulls the indignation of the hungry slaves of capitalism.
Down with it!
Long live the theater of revolutionary anger.
The theater organizing the will of the workers.
The theater which has inscribed on its red banners,
Revolution!
Where is there such a theater?
It exists.
It was born with the revolution.
It is being created everywhere.
it becomes strong in the workers' struggle.
It is tempered in the flames of the class war.
It is gathering strength.
The Workers' Theatre International.
In Germany, where fascism is threatening 11 million hungry wage slaves, our theater, on thousands of platforms, is defending the right of the workers to life.
In England, our theater is in the battle against the decaying imperialism of the lords and bankers.
In France, our theater takes up the weapon against the oppressors of Indochina, Africa, and Paris. Forward in the struggle against the instigators of another world bloodbath.
In Canada, where thousands are dying from hunger, while stoves are being heated with the surplus of wheat, the Workers' Theatre is calling for the overthrow of the accursed system by which this is possible. The miners, dockers, metal workers, textile workers hear our voice as they defend themselves from the attacks of despairing and desperate capitalism. The blows of police batons cannot break our determination.
In the Soviet regions of China, our theaters are carrying on the struggle in line with the revolution. In the Soviet Union, the Workers' Theatre is taking over the leadership and making for victory over the best that has been created by the bourgeoisie in the art of theatre.
There is no theater in the world today which is not plunged in crises and unemployment, except the land of the Soviets.
There is not art in the world worthy of its name, besides the art created by the workers in the course of their struggle.
We are the ones who build this art.
By means of it, we are working to break the chains of slavery.
And in this struggle, we know
We shall win!